Immortal Hulk, the symbol of indomitable power, was once defeated by Thanos, the crazy titan with the ambition to dominate the universe, always a topic that makes fans boil. In the history of direct confrontation between these two giant entities, Hulk has always proven himself to be superior, especially in the first one-on-one encounter recorded in Incredible Hulk Annual 1 2024. This battle is not only a physical competition, but also a testament to Hulk's immortal strength. To better understand Hulk's victory over Thanos, we need to go back in time and explore the times these two entities have faced off either directly or indirectly in the pages of Marvel Comics. The fight in Incredible Hulk Annual 1 2024 marks the first time Hulk and Thanos have faced off directly, without the interference of outside factors such as allies or ultimate weapons. Before that, their encounters often took place in chaotic settings, with the participation of many other characters, overshadowing the true capabilities of both. In Infinity Gauntlet 6, 1991, Thanos, possessing the Infinity Gauntlet with near absolute power, easily overpowered Hulk and Drax the Destroyer. The scene happened quickly. Thanos, with cold eyes shining with arrogance, just needed a strong slap to knock Hulk down while he was preparing to activate a nuclear bomb. The setting is a desolate planet covered in dust, and the rays of the Infinity Gauntlet shine, highlighting the motionless figure of the Hulk on the scorched ground. However, this is not a fair fight, as the power of the Infinity Gauntlet far exceeds the limits of physical strength. Another time, in the X-Men Annual 1998, the Hulk faces off against a giant version of Thanos, assisted by the X-Man, a mutant with terrifying psychic powers. The fight takes place on a cosmic battlefield, where stars twinkle in the distance and fragments of meteors float in space. The Hulk, with his bulging muscles and burning eyes, charges at the giant Thanos, while the X-Man manipulates the psychic energy surrounding him, creating brilliant, rainbow-like beams of light. The result is Thanos' defeat. But the victory is not entirely Hulk's, as the intervention of the X-Man plays a significant role. In Avengers Assemble 8 2012, Thanos pursues a cosmic cube, an object that holds limitless power. The Avengers, including the Hulk, team up to stop him. The battle takes place in a ruined city, with collapsed buildings and dust billowing like a storm. The Green Hulk, with his giant body, charges at Thanos, throwing powerful punches that shake the ground. However, this is a collective effort of the entire Avengers team, and Thanos is overwhelmed by their unity, not the Hulk's individual strength. The confrontation in Infinity 6 2013 is not a real fight either. Thanos, with his majestic appearance in purple gold armor, only needs one punch to knock Hulk down. Immediately after, two of his subordinates, Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive, jump in to attack, preventing Hulk from fighting back. The setting is an alien planet, with a red sky and sharp pillars of rock rising from the ground. The Hulk, though knocked down, still exudes indomitable spirit, his blue eyes glowing like an unquenchable fire. Finally, in Thanos vs. Hulk 2015, the two entities engage in a battle of wits rather than physicality. There is no clear winner, but the confrontation reveals how evenly matched they are. The scene takes place in a surreal space, with floating geometric shapes and dim lighting surrounding them, creating the feeling that the two are fighting in their own minds. Returning to Incredible Hulk Annual 1 2024, the battle between Hulk and Thanos is the centerpiece of the story, portrayed by screenwriter Al Ewing with incredible drama and detail. The setting is a devastated planet where the gray sky is torn apart by purple lightning. The ground is cracked, covered with dust and fragments of ancient structures, creating a space that is both majestic and gloomy. Hulk, with a giant body, muscles bulging like granite blocks, stands tall in the middle of the battlefield. His eyes are glowing, reflecting anger and unwavering determination. Opposite him is Thanos, the Titan with an arrogant smirk, his purple gold armor glittering under the weak light of the planet. He clenched his fists, ready to launch destructive blows. The dialogue between these two entities adds heat to the battle. Thanos, with a deep and authoritative voice, declares, "I defeated you before, without too much effort." Hulk, unfazed, responded with a thunderous growl, "You have never defeated me." Hulk's assertion was true, as this was the first time the two had faced each other directly, without the interference of outside factors, such as the Infinity Gauntlet or allies. The battle began with an explosion of pure power. Thanos charged forward, throwing a powerful punch that shook the air, creating a shockwave that shattered the surrounding rocks. Hulk, with incredible speed, dodged the blow and returned the blow with a right hand so powerful that the ground below cracked open, sending dust flying. The sound of the blow echoed like the explosion of a bomb, making the entire planet seem to vibrate. Thanos backed away, but his eyes still shone with confidence. He leaped up, unleashing a series of blows, each one carrying enough power to destroy a mountain. Hulk, with his near-instant regeneration, endured every blow without a scratch. Green blood oozed from the corner of his mouth, but in a split second, the wound healed, leaving behind smooth skin as if it had never been damaged. The climax of the battle came when Thanos, in a moment of madness, grabbed the Hulk by the neck and broke it with a terrible crack. The scene played out in slow motion, as if time had been stretched out. Thanos, with a triumphant smile, clenched his fists, while the Hulk fell, his eyes closed. But just a few seconds later, the Hulk's body shook, his muscles spasmed, and he rose with even more power than before. His eyes burned like two green flames, and a roar echoed across the planet, forcing Thanos to retreat. The Hulk charged forward, delivering a right punch with such force that the ground beneath him collapsed, creating a giant crater. Thanos fell, his body trembling, momentarily immobilized by the Hulk's overwhelming power. In that chaotic moment, Colleen Wing, a brave warrior with a sharp katana, appeared. She jumped up, her sword glinting in the dim light, and stabbed straight into Thanos' head. Purple blood spurted out, but Thanos, with his immense strength, was not easily subdued. He roared, pulled the sword from his head, and stood up, his eyes blazing with madness. However, Hulk did not give him a chance to counterattack. He lifted Thanos like a puppet, slamming him into the ground with such force that the entire planet shook. Dust rose like a storm, blocking out the light, and when everything settled down, Thanos lay motionless, his body covered in wounds, while Hulk stood tall, breathing heavily but his eyes still burning. Incredible Hulk Annual 1. 2024 screenwriter Al Ewing has stressed that in terms of pure physical strength, Thanos would be unlikely to overcome the Hulk. He'd probably be an easy win for the Hulk, Ewing once said in an interview. The reason lies in the Immortal Hulk's immortal nature. Unlike Thanos, who possesses superior strength and intelligence but is still limited by his physical body, the Hulk has the ability to regenerate almost instantly. Whenever he is damaged, his body not only heals but also becomes stronger, like a fire that burns more fiercely when fueled. In battle, the scene where the Hulk recovers from a broken neck is the clearest proof. His muscles twitch, his joints snap back into place, and in just a few seconds, he is ready to fight with increased strength. In contrast, Thanos, despite being a formidable warrior with strength far beyond that of any living being on Earth, does not have the same regenerative ability. He relies on his durability, fighting skills, and strategic intelligence. In battle, Thanos proves resilient, enduring the Hulk's devastating blows and even recovering from a sword slash from Colleen Wing. However, in the face of the Hulk's ever-increasing strength, he is gradually overwhelmed. The sight of Thanos lying motionless in a deep pit, purple blood flowing from his wounds, is a symbolic image of his defeat by an opponent who could not be defeated by physical strength. Colleen Wing, though a supporting character in the battle, left her mark with courage and determination. Her katana, gleaming in the dim light of the planet, was a symbol of her unyielding fighting spirit. Her blow to Thanos' head, though not enough to kill him, gave the Hulk the chance to deliver the finishing blow. However, in the next episode of the story, recorded in another chapter of Incredible Hulk Annual 1, 2024, Colleen Wing repeats the same action, but this time Thanos is prepared. He recovers quickly from the blow, his eyes flashing with anger, and in a cruel moment, he kills Colleen. The scene is tragic. Colleen falls, the sword falling from her hand, while the Hulk roars in pain and rage, ready to pounce on Thanos once more. A being who cannot be defeated in purely physical combat. In the absence of high-level magic or reality-bending elements like the Infinity Gauntlet or reality manipulation, the Hulk is the embodiment of absolute power. His regenerative abilities are not just healing, but adapting, making him stronger with each attack. The scene where the Hulk gets up after his neck is broken, with bulging muscles and burning eyes, is a perfect illustration of this. He has not only fought Thanos, but has fought the very limits of life and death, always coming back stronger than ever. Thanos, though one of the most powerful characters in the Marvel Universe, is still limited by his nature. He is a strategist, a manipulator, and a warrior of immense strength, but he does not have the infinite adaptability of the Hulk. In battle, Thanos used all of his skills and powers, from powerful punches to incredible tenacity, but in the end, he was no match for the Hulk's undying fire. Hulk's limitless strength and Thanos' desire for domination. Hulk represents life, resilience, and the ability to overcome any challenge, while Thanos is the embodiment of destruction, of a cold mind willing to sacrifice everything to achieve its goals. Hulk's victory is not only a victory of strength, but also a victory of will, of a being that never gives up. The scene of the devastated planet with its gray sky and cracked ground symbolizes the chaos that Thanos brings. Meanwhile, Hulk, with his glowing green body and eyes like fire, is the only light in the darkness, the only hope in the midst of destruction. The scene of him standing tall over Thanos' motionless body, with the dust still floating in the air, is the moment that defines the character. An immortal symbol, an indestructible mountain. Immortal Hulk has never lost to Thanos in any direct confrontation, and his victory in Incredible Hulk Annual 1 2024 is the clearest proof of his undying power. Although Thanos is a formidable opponent with superior strength and intelligence, he cannot overcome the Hulk's ability to regenerate and constantly increase his strength. The battle between these two entities is not only a physical match, but also a story of will, of resilience, and of the power of life in the face of destructive ambition. With sharp writing style and vivid images, Incredible Hulk Annual 1 2024 has portrayed an undefeated Hulk, an unstoppable symbol, and a resounding victory over the mad Titan. We sincerely thank our viewers for always accompanying and supporting us. Your love and enthusiasm are a great source of motivation for us to constantly create and bring more attractive content. We hope to continue to receive your attention and valuable comments in the future. Sincerely.